Imagine this, a unit considered the pinnacle of Russian military power, trained for years in secretive operations, fully equipped, and battle-hardened, wiped out in mere minutes. No drawn-out firefights, no heroic last stands, just precision, speed, and intelligence-driven execution. This is not a fictional battlefield scene. This is Ukraine's war reality. For years, Russia's elite forces were regarded as among the most capable in the world, highly trained, disciplined, and deployed in missions where conventional armies faltered. GRU special forces, Senesh reconnaissance detachments, paratroopers, and Marines were all labeled elite, forming the backbone of Russia's high-risk, high-reward operations. Yet, across multiple battlefields in Ukraine, a startling pattern emerged. These elite units were intercepted, isolated, and rendered combat ineffective, sometimes in mere minutes. Today, we're diving into one of the most telling examples of modern warfare, the ambush near Sumy, where Ukraine obliterated a so-called elite Russian force, challenging everything we thought we knew about battlefield supremacy. Who Russia's elite forces are when analysts speak of elite units? They refer to troops trained for specialized operations, sabotage, deep reconnaissance, and missions far beyond standard infantry roles. Historically, Russian formations like the GRU, Senesh, and other special operations brigades fit this description. They are highly trained, secretive, and armed with advanced equipment, units that Western militaries often equate with SEAL teams, SAS, or Delta Force. Yet in Ukraine, reports have painted a different picture. Captured Russian soldiers and POW testimonies reveal staggering losses. In some GRU units, over 90% of personnel were rendered casualties due to intense fighting, inadequate equipment, and lack of battlefield readiness. Ukrainian officials have even suggested that 80% of Russia's elite units had been destroyed earlier in the conflict, signaling a dramatic decline in operational capability. So how could forces deemed unstoppable be neutralized so quickly? The answer lies in the evolution of warfare: drones, intelligence integration, and rapid decision-making. The Sumy incident. Tactical precision in action, one of the most striking examples occurred near the northern city of Sumy. Ukrainian forces executed a carefully coordinated ambush against a Russian elite unit known as Senesh. These were not recruits, not under-trained conscripts. These were operators of the 3rd Directorate of the Center for Special Purpose, Unit 92154, trained for deep reconnaissance and sabotage behind enemy lines. In any textbook, these soldiers were elite. But Ukrainian forces had an edge: intelligence and preparation. Using UAV reconnaissance, intercepted communications, and terrain analysis, Ukrainian troops tracked the exact infiltration route of the Senesh detachment. Within minutes, Ukrainian units, including the Dozor unit of the State Border Guard Service and the 105th Territorial Defense Brigade, struck. Escape routes were blocked. The elite operators were caught off guard, overwhelmed, and neutralized. Reports confirm multiple deaths, including the unit commander, with others wounded or captured. This was not a prolonged firefight. It was surgical, lightning fast, and intelligence-driven, a textbook demonstration of modern networked warfare. Analysts say this event shattered the myth of Russia's elite invincibility inside Ukrainian territory. How Ukraine did it. Intelligence meets technology. Two critical factors made this operation possible. 1. Drone superiority in real-time recon. For the first time in modern land warfare, small unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, have become ubiquitous game-changers. These drones are no longer just surveillance tools. They act as the eyes and ears of the battlefield, providing live intelligence, tracking enemy movements, and even coordinating precision strikes in real time. For elite units, this represents a dramatic shift. The once hidden infiltration routes and covert operations are now under constant observation, leaving almost no corner of the battlefield unmonitored. In Sumy, Ukrainian drones followed the Senesh detachment for hours, capturing their movements and transmitting live video feeds to multiple ground units simultaneously. This allowed Ukrainian commanders to predict their actions, identify potential escape routes, and coordinate artillery and infantry positioning down to the minute. 2. Intelligence fusion and rapid decision-making. The second critical factor was Ukraine's advanced doctrine of intelligence fusion, a process that integrates multiple streams of data into a single, actionable operational picture. Drone feeds, satellite imagery, intercepted communications, human intelligence, and even local informants are combined and analyzed in real time. This unified picture allows commanders to make decisions faster than ever, adapt to changes instantly, and synchronize multiple units with surgical precision. Russian forces, in contrast, have struggled with fragmented command structures, outdated equipment, and declining morale. Even elite units are not immune to these systemic weaknesses. While they may have superior individual training, they are highly vulnerable against a force that can see and react faster, coordinate more effectively, and strike at exactly the right moment. Human cost and morale. The Sumi ambush illustrates the staggering human cost of modern warfare. Elite units, once symbols of power and fear, can be neutralized quickly when intelligence and coordination are stacked against them. Across Ukraine, similar reports indicate that Russian special forces, reconnaissance brigades, and paratroopers have suffered severe casualties. PAOs have recounted harrowing experiences. "We thought we were prepared, but they saw us coming. Before we could react, it was over." The psychological impact is profound. Morale among Russian troops suffers, while Ukrainian forces gain confidence and momentum. Strategic implications. The tactical lesson is clear. A lead on paper does not guarantee success in practice. Modern warfare rewards speed, intelligence, and situational awareness over historical reputation or traditional force quality. Short, decisive engagements measured in minutes can have long-term effects on morale, operational planning, and battlefield strategy. The Sumi strike demonstrates that information asymmetry, who sees, who reacts, who controls the flow of data, now dominates the battlefield. In this environment, even highly trained units are vulnerable if detected early and isolated. Modern warfare redefined this incident also highlights a broader transformation in warfare. Technology over numbers, drones, satellites, and real-time communications now dictate outcomes more than troop size. Integration over isolation, forces that fail to share intelligence quickly are at a severe disadvantage. Adaptability over tradition, even the most elite formations must evolve to survive modern, networked battlefields. In essence, the war in Ukraine shows that reputation offers no protection. History and training matter, but speed, adaptability, and technological integration matter more. A few minutes can decide the fate of highly trained soldiers and, by extension, entire operations. Lessons from militaries worldwide. For military strategists globally, the Sumi incident is a case study. It demonstrates that battlefield dominance no longer comes from sheer force or long-standing prestige. Instead, forces must integrate technology into every layer of command. Situational awareness and real-time coordination are critical. Small, agile units with intelligence support can outperform larger, elite formations if the latter fail to adapt. The human dimension is also crucial. Rapid neutralization of elite forces shakes confidence, while successes like Sumi boost morale and operational effectiveness. Ukraine's defenders have consistently shown that intelligence-driven operations can overcome entrenched perceptions of enemy invincibility. The significance of minutes. When reports state that Russian elite units were neutralized in minutes, this is not an exaggeration. It is the reality of modern warfare. Preemptive intelligence gives one side an immediate advantage. Drone surveillance tracks every movement. Rapid communications compress decision cycles. In this environment, minutes are decisive. The Sumi ambush turned what could have been a prolonged, risky encounter into a surgical victory, demonstrating that modern combat no longer rewards brute force or legacy reputations. Ukraine leveraged this intelligence asymmetry repeatedly, proving that modern warfare is not about numbers or firepower alone, but about who sees first, who adapts fastest, and who acts with precision. This is the future of warfare, fast, networked, and brutally efficient. And Ukraine has repeatedly demonstrated that when preparation, technology, and determination meet, even the most feared forces can fall in minutes. What do you think? Could any elite unit survive on today's modern battlefield? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's discuss how warfare is changing before our eyes. If you want more fact-based breakdowns that go beyond headlines and show how wars are truly fought today, subscribe to the channel, stay informed, and join the conversation.